Once you've started the business, you've got your why down, you've made a list, prioritized it, you've contacted people, you learn the most important part, which is inviting people, not presenting the presentation, but inviting people to look at it, and then you found some way to put them in front of the presentation. Ray just went through several different ways you can present the business. One of the things we're empowered with so much at Ambit is there is so many alternatives for them to see a presentation without you having to learn it yourself. But there's one thing you've got to learn to do after they've seen the presentation, and it's amazing how often people forget this. It's the most critical step. You got to ask them to join. Once someone has seen the presentation, it's time for a decision. It's time to ask for a decision. And what you really want to ask people, don't want to ask them, does it make sense? Because we know it makes sense. You want to know, does it make sense to you? So when someone gets to you, say, does that make sense to you? And they're going to give you an answer, a yes or no, and you say, so does that mean you're ready to get started? And then you pause to see if they say anything else, or do you need more information? You can paraphrase that however you want, but what you really want to know is, does it make sense to the prospect, and are they ready to get going right now? It's important to let them know that they're part of the team. You're there to help them, the whole system in place. We have a system that works hard so they don't have to, and they're in business for themselves but not by themselves. But paraphrase it however it works for you. What I've done for years and what's worked for me over and over is ask one simple question. When someone gets through seeing the presentation, I always say, what did you see that you liked the best? And then I wait a moment, and we're Americans. We're used to taking tests. Even if they were dozing off during the presentation, they will find something to say they liked, like I like the money. And then you agree with them. I agree. The money is why I'm here. It's awesome. It's a chance for you and I to set ourselves free. What else did you see that you really like? And it'll get quiet for a moment, and they'll say, well, I liked helping other people. That's awesome. I feel the same way. You and I both like helping other people, and we like the opportunity to make a lot of money helping other folks. Is there any reason at all for you not to get started right now with me and you working together? And me doing most of the work when we first get started. Don't you think we can blow this up? Let's get you started now. So what you're doing is assuming they were bright enough to catch on during the presentation, they're ready to join, but let them know you're going to help them with the business, but you need the decision now, but you're going to do most of the work. So make sure after someone sees a presentation, you ask them to join the team, and that's because people really do want to belong. They want to be part of this, and they need just a little push at that moment to help them get started.